Oh shit! Whoa, where you going? That is a red one! You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody! Promise! I promise! Oh yeah!
Hey everyone, and welcome to MultiverseMedia, the channel that talks all things geek culture. I'm Asher Friedberg, and today we're going to be talking about everything we know about Venom, There Be Carnage. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share to help our channel grow. Venom, There Be Carnage is set to be the second SPUMC film after Venom, so this film has a lot of world building to do, and it appears that's exactly what it's planning to do. Just this morning, a new trailer for Venom, There Be Carnage dropped, and it gave us a lot more story details about the film. First, let's talk about where Eddie Brock and Venom are going into this film. At this point in time, it appears that Eddie Brock and Venom are still working with their rule on only eating bad guys, but this is slowly becoming a problem for Venom. We could see in the new trailer that Venom is growing more aggressive and described himself as a predator needing to be freed. This is causing a lot of stress in Eddie Brock's life, especially because Anne, Eddie's ex-girlfriend, is getting married, even after that weird She-Venom kiss. But enough of the emotional stuff, let's talk about the villain of this film, Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. Carnage in the comics is the genetic offspring of Venom that merged with Cletus Cassidy, a famed serial killer. The result of the symbiote merging with Cassidy created what is arguably the most aggressive, violent, and psychotic symbiote out there. Luckily, it's looking like the film is going a similar route to the comics. From what we saw in the newest trailer, we see that Cassidy has agreed to let Brock report on him, when towards the end of their meeting, we see Cassidy bite Brock. Cassidy even makes a point of saying that he has tasted blood before, and that wasn't blood. It's looking like the origin for Carnage will be that Cassidy bit Brock, and ingested his blood mixed with the Venom symbiote. He would later mutate at the time of his lethal injection, according to both trailers. I personally think this is a much cooler origin for the character, having Cassidy cause the creation of Carnage himself. As Carnage, we see that he is heavily inspired by his look in the comics, and I really can't see how anyone could complain. He has the comic-accurate colors, the ability to shoot projectiles, and there's a scene where it looks like Carnage guts a man through his mouth with his tongue, which I thought She-Venom already tried. Let's talk a little about the differences between Venom and Carnage in this film. Venom appears to be larger in build and bulkier, as well as the fact that the symbiote, when taking control, simply covers Brock's body, almost like armor. Carnage, on the other hand, is much slimmer, and maybe even a little shorter, but is also covered head to toe with weapons. It also appears the Carnage symbiote will be taking control in a different way than Venom, as it looks to be Cassidy's actual body, being ripped apart and remolded to create Carnage. I'm very happy these two symbiotes are distinguishable from one another. That was my main issue with the first Venom film. I had no idea what I was watching. Another character we are set to be introduced to in this film is Shriek. In the Ravencroft Institute, or perhaps just a trick of editing, we are introduced to Shriek, a love interest of Carnage in the comics. In the comics, Shriek is also a mutant, but I'm sure we can expect that part of her history to be overlooked, if not just rewritten. Shriek will likely play a pivotal role in this film, not only to further set up the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters, but also in possibly being the character to decide the fate of the battle. Shriek has the ability to create sonic screams, which acts as a weakness to symbiotes as they are damaged by certain frequencies. The question remains, why are Venom and Carnage fighting? Well, that's a relatively simple one. Carnage likes Carnage for the sake of Carnage, and Brock and Venom will likely feel responsible for anything that happens from there, given they are almost the fathers of Carnage. Before we wrap up this video, it's important to address the rumored Marvel Cinematic Universe connections this film might have. Tom Holland's Spider-Man has been heavily rumored to have a cameo in this film, as it has been confirmed by the higher-ups at Sony that it has always been their plan to cross over the SPUMC with the MCU Spider-Man. There's another connection as well, through what will be the third SPUMC film, Morbius, which is set to feature Adrian Toomes from the MCU. We have no real details on how Toomes will be featured, but it could be the first way of integrating the SPUMC into the greater MCU, by setting up the Vulture's next appearance, likely in a future Spider-Man film. That's just about all we really know about Venom, There Be Carnage at this point, so what are you most excited to see? Are you ready to see the absolute brutality of Carnage on screen? Let us know in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share, and also be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all next time.